Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony. This time with the microphone on Let's Play My Little Pony Fantasy 6. Yeah, I know it might not sound like too big of a deal if I forgot to turn it on, except my particular screen catcher program refuses to recognize the speakers on my computer, so I'm actually recording all of the sound of the game through my microphone. So unless you just, wanted to watch a totally silent LP, that wasn't going to happen. So, anyway, here I am, Fanatics Tower, finally! A very fun tower, especially when you get to do it twice in one day! Well, okay, snarkiness aside, it actually is a fun dungeon. I'm not being sarcastic. I really do like... Why are you walking through me? I really do like this dungeon. Okay, you're blocking my way here. Okay then, anyway. I'm here. The theme of this dungeon is basically magic, and nothing but magic. Because the only commands we have access to here are the magic command and the item command. If you bring characters that don't have the magic command, then they're not going to be able to do much of anything unless they're equipped with the Berserk Band. Which is actually not a bad idea. If you do want to use that, then I would actually suggest Scootaloo, because she happens to have the highest magic block in the game, and because she'll still have access to the sword command, so you can make use of the Wonderbolt badge too. Anyway, my team here, I'm using Twi, Trixie, Tweety, yeah, Sweetie, and Luna. Actually, isn't Tweety's full name Tweety Pie or something like that? Anyway, we are equipped like this. First thing you really want to do for this dungeon is to make sure every pony is equipped with wall bands. It will greatly reduce the damage that you take and make the journey so much more pleasant. Other thing you want is fire protection. Flame shields, red gi, and, well, actually I think Derpy's unique relics also protect against fire, but at the moment, at least, you can't use the Berserk Band. I don't know if that's going to change. Anyway, it's important because there's an enemy up there that uses the Merton spell, which you don't want to get killed off by that. Now, the other important thing that you want, the third thing, is you want to have float on every pony, because there's another enemy up there that can use the Quake spell, and you don't want him dropping in on you like that either. So... otherwise, we should be relatively well protected, except for a couple of offshoot abilities that will cut through wall, and also the Demi spell, which is prevalent on the lower levels. Anyway, I'm actually at a slight handicap going up here, because Luna here, as you may recall, I have not been teaching her any attacking magic, so she can't do much of anything at all. In this dungeon, which is not going to be too bad, because all you really need is to know the enemy's weaknesses, and you'll be just fine. Otherwise, generic strategies work too. For example, if Twilight's at level 35, she will have learned the Comet spell, which is a non-elemental ability that cuts through wall. Thanks, Twi, for not quite being there. How close are you, anyway? Oh, pretty darn close, too. Jeez. Anyway, other than that, you can actually just bounce Bolt 2 and Bolt 3 off the party, because there are no enemies up there that absorb Bolt. Anyway, well, yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting, but what else was I going to say here? Oh, yes, yes. If you want to use Faust for this dungeon, then make sure that you equip her with the fight command. Otherwise, her magic command won't appear while she's here, which, would be really bad. So anyway, as long as I'm here, and as long as I actually have some money now, I'm going to talk to these guys real quick and actually see what they finally had to say. And why is Hoof not capitalized there? Huh. Anyway, hooey! I've already been there! I've already done that! And I don't think they ever explain why that pony is looking for us. Now that I think about it, I don't think they ever explain why this guy knows where the pony she's looking for. Anyway, actually, now that I think about it, since Luna doesn't need any, isn't going to be really doing much in the way of magic there, I could probably equip her with, well, a rainbow band since I've kind of sold on my winged shoes already. So, you know, so anyway, alrighty, yeah, I'm going to load save state so I can get all my money back, because that was kind of a lot, and then I'll be right back. I figure I might as well start using the rainbow band. I mean, it's not like it's, you know, it's been sitting in my inventory for so long. Alrighty, so let's start our way up this murderous tower, which I do find fun, even if I do have to do it a second time today. Alright, level 40 Cloud and level 20 Magic. Level 40 Cloud there is weak to lightning. Wait, are you going to reflect that? Okay. Just don't do it on the Cloud, because the Cloud could be killed with Break as well, but he's also weak to Bolt 2. Now, these level 20 Magics, they have auto... They have freeze? Oh, I should not have done that with Trixie. Drat it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, they have auto reflect, so you can't hit them directly. However... let's just wait for Trixie's turn. They are susceptible to instant death, so you could just reflect Break back at them, or you could have some pony cast X-Zone. And right now, Trixie is the only pony that knows X-Zone. Huh. Okay. Well, if that doesn't work, then just... Okay, it worked. Nice. It doesn't have the greatest accuracy, so it might not be a great thing to depend on here. And oh yeah, Twilight's like right is... Actually, that's enough. Yep, Bolt 3, Ice 3, Fire 3. I forgot. I have every pony learning particular espers right now. Tri-Touch, Palador no more, because now that Twilight's done with Tri-Touch, I'm actually... Well, actually, since she doesn't know Stop and Safe for some reason already, I'm going to switch that and switch you to Tri-Touch right away, because you're the farthest away of all the ponies here. Yeah, by the end of this, I definitely want Luna to learn Alexander and Tri-Touch, and possibly Phoenix. Sweetie Belle, right now is learning Phoenix. I want her to learn Life 3 before we meet the boss here. And otherwise, I want her to learn Tri-Touch and Alexander as well. Bahamut will probably be collateral in there somewhere. Anyway, and every pony I want to know Tri-Touch. This is the point in the game where you do want Luna to start learning some high-level magic, because given elemental weaknesses, it is much stronger than any of her arts, including Royal Voice. If I don't, at my levels anyway, she's not going to be able to break like 6,000 points of damage and be basically the lowest damaging character. So let's continue our journey up the tower here. Couple things to keep note of. Make sure you watch your HP, because, well, in an earlier run, while I was here, I forgot, and I got killed by some enemies that sprung some abilities that break through wall. Other thing to note, those level 20 magics know the X-Zone spell. I didn't know they did that. They've never done that to me before. And, well, somehow Twi was the only one that died as a result. But, yeah, so be careful of that, too. Oh, boy. Anyway, we got a door over here, finally. Yeesh. And in there, we get a safety bit. Alrighty. Safety bit is, well, it's the same thing as the memento band, except that it's any pony can use it. It'll protect us from Doom and X-Zone and Condemned and was it Petrify or Zombie? Well, anyway, I'll double check on that. Anyway, remember that guy way back in Miranda who told us to the right of the treasure chest? Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I don't know how you're supposed to know, but this is the treasure chest he was talking about, so let's talk to a wall. Whoa, something happened. Let's go check it out. Hey, there's a door down there now. What do you know? And a fight. Oh, level 30 magic. Okay, these guys are easy enough. They're all weak to poison. And Twi and Trixie are the only characters that know Bile right now, so... Did I say that level 20 magic is reflective? He's one of like 3 enemies that is. Anyway, level 30 magic here is also... You can also use Berserk on them, and Break works very well too. Well, heck, you're all gonna die, aren't you? This should be enough, actually. They have... Yeah, that was enough. Yeah, one thing I forgot to say, all these level 10, level 20, level 30, all that, their HP is equal to whatever their level says, multiplied by 100. So level 10 magic has 1,000 HP, level 20 magic has 2,000, and so on and so forth, all the way up to level 90 magic. So, you know, it's a good way to monitor it. Anyway, in this chest, we have the air anchor, which is, you know, the other way you could have gotten it. The only reason I got it the other way was... Oh, excuse me, was because, you know, otherwise I wouldn't have really had much of a chance to use it. So anyway, as long as I'm in here, I'm actually looking for a particular random encounter, which I think was unlocked because there he is, because I did that. Magic Urn. Now, unlike other games, other Final Fantasy games, we don't actually need to cast elixirs on them to make them do nice stuff for us, although they will still escape. They'll heal us. They might even they'll even use Phoenix Downs if one of your characters is dead, so they make a good healing point. But otherwise, you know, just use Osmos on them to get your MP back. Now, Magic Urn is a very, very important enemy. It's because it's probably the best random ability for Pinkie Pie, even better than Cat Scratch. Not only does it give you access to Cure 3, which I don't even care about, but it absorbs every element in the game, all 8 elements, and it's immune to every status effect, including instant death and condemned. And would you run away already? I don't need you anymore. Oh yeah, another cruel thing about this dungeon, I don't think you can run away from anything except possibly for these guys. Would you go away? Come on, dude! I don't have Comet, so I can't hit him. Oh, man. Oh yeah, and for some reason, like, almost none of my ponies know Rasp. Would you run away? We're still gonna get magic points out of this. Thank you. Sheesh, usually they don't stick around that long. Yeah, we're still gonna get 5 magic points out of that. Jeez. So yeah, Magic Urn, the second to last enemy that I want to find for Pinkie Pie there, who actually I haven't used for quite a while now. Well, anyway, we're almost to Discord's Tower. Alrighty. Moving on up to the next level. And now that we're on higher levels, we have a higher chance of meeting... Well, not a higher chance, but now we can meet higher level enemies, so to speak. Like level 50 magic here. Who is weak to fire and float and also the life spell, because I think he's the only undead enemy up here. Okay. That was interesting. Anyway, Fire 2 should be enough. If not killed by that. I guess that was kind of a precautionary that I was doing there. Ooh, Sweetie learned Life 3! That's important. Toy learned Float. Okay, so now that Sweetie's done with that, let's have her switch to Bahamut, and I want Twilight to start learning Phoenix as soon as possible. I actually want her to learn Life 3 eventually as well. For later purposes, not really so much for this dungeon. Is my HP good? Yeah, well, Sweetie could use a little healing. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I guess you probably noticed that we're not getting any experience points here. That's another cruel thing about this dungeon. Let's see, and in this chest... Oh, crud. I forgot we can meet these guys in here. Okay. Okay. Don't come at us. Ow. Ow. Stop. Stop. Stop in the name of love and tolerance. Okay. He stopped, so we're good. He's the other guy. He's the second of the three enemies that, Oh, you don't have Fire 3. That have, auto reflect, so we can't hit him directly, but he's stop by stop, so yeah, between Flare and Fire 3 here, we should pretty much decimate him. I probably should have had Sweetie Belle do that instead. Yeah, he's weak to fire. Oh, well, he's not actually weak to it. This guy, the strongest enemy up here, he's immune to holy earth and water elements, and he absorbs wind. But he is affected by Stop and Berserk, so fortunately, so... Yeah, I forgot we could meet that guy or some of the other higher level guys in here. Anyway, we get the Genji shield in this chest. Well, I haven't shown it off yet, so Genji's shield. It is actually the strongest defensive shield in the game. It actually is a very, very good shield. Which I might as well show it off, I suppose. Now, you'll see here that it's, stronger than any of the elemental shields there. However, I like the elemental shields because of their, their protection. I like the paladin shield because it's barely any less defense and it's way better in general. And I also like the tortoise shield better because, the defense isn't that much less, and I like having that extra evasion and magic block there. So anyway, back with the flame protection. I think that level 90 magic was the guy that can... No, never mind. I think it's level 80 magic. Anyway, yeah, Comet, that almost killed me once. And speaking of which, I don't want my HP to be that low. It's actually very dangerous in case I meet someone else like him. Whew. Yeah, there's also enemies up here that use W Wind, which, I don't have any protection against right now. I met the magic urn right there. I think you can't meet it unless you find that hidden room, I think. At least that's what I heard before. I'm actually not sure if that's true, and I don't know if I can actually check that either. Anyway. Ooh, level 70, huh? Okay, so let's just, you can make yourself useful and cast life on you. Oh, that was convenient. You use your own weakness against yourself. You do it. Well, I don't think that's gonna work. Is it? Oh, it does? Oh yeah, I forgot. Most every enemy there's actually a lot of enemies around here that are weak against, instant death. You can actually use X-Zone on a lot of enemies. Why would you do that? That makes you more likely to be hit by magic. I mean, that makes you unable to avoid magic. Why would you do that? That was stupid. Anyway, you're gonna learn Holy. All right. Alrighty, now that she's done with that, I actually want her to start learning Tri-Touch as soon as possible. So I'm gonna have her switch with Trixie there. It's very important that she learns Tri-Touch, otherwise she's going to be very weak in the final dungeon. Let's see, we have good HP here, right? Alright. Yeah, that level 70 magic, he's weak to ice and water and absorbs fire. And as you saw, he was affected by instant death. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies. Oh yeah, level 70 magic's the other guy that also has auto wall. Just remember, level 20, level 70, and level 90 magic all have auto wall. So you can't directly hit them with magic. At least with the standard spells anyway. So anyway, in this room, very special. Oh boy, dragon! And a fight. Anyway, in here we get, in this chest, we get the Wonder Knife, one of my favorite weapons in the game. Ultimate weapon for Fluttershy. Excellent stats there, especially in strength, and filled with so many wonders, even more than it lists up there. Not just fight, and that auto counter there, that actually increases her counter attack rate to at least 50%, I think. But yeah, it has at least 2 more abilities I'm aware of that it doesn't list up there, which I'll be discussing this a little bit more in detail after I get out of here, because this is going to, well, be kind of a long video. Possibly, I may actually split this video into 2, depending on how long it is. So if it says part 1 up there, then you know why, and I'll load part 2 later in the same day. Anyway, we got a dragon down there, and I want to re-equip myself slightly and be right back. Okay, so for this guy, I am equipped like this. I've removed all my wall bands except for Luna. I kind of discovered this a little by accident, like yesterday, so kind of a major flaw in this enemy's design. This is why I am equipped with the Shining Armor, and partly why I brought Luna along, besides learning magic, because this is the Holy Dragon. Fight me! And his gimmick revolves around having wall on your party, because he'll do this. He'll throw stuff at you. Holy elemental weapons, which Luna's not affected by thanks to, her shining armor. But otherwise, I do want to mute him, because every once in a while he will still try to cast magic. And I also want to cast slow. Where is it? It's down here. I also want to cast slow, because he's susceptible to that. And then I'm just going to wail on him with whatever magic I've got. Flare, which is the strongest thing I can do. He's the Holy Dragon. Obviously, he absorbs Holy. I suppose I could do Tri-Touch, but it's not going to really do that much damage, so. But yeah. Normally, I have Bahamut. Yeah, why not? Let's use it! Yeah, he doesn't have any actual weaknesses, but because of that, yeah, he can't use that because he's muted. Haha! And Luna can't really do a whole lot. Let's see, now that they're all doing that, let's have you actually scan. Because before I kill you, I want to, Osmos you, so. Haha, you can't use that because you're muted. You can't do jack to me. But yeah, normally if I had the whole party equipped with wall bands, he would have, well, that would normally do like 9,999 points of damage. And, yeah, I would have cast Phantom for Vanish so that I wouldn't be affected by... Wow, he's not quite as hurt as I thought he was yet. Okay, let's do a little bit more damage. And scan him again. Yeah, because Phantom would have totally protected us. Between that and Mute, he wouldn't have been able to touch us. Well, as you can see, he still can't touch us because all he wants to do is hit Luna because she has Wall. Nah. Let's start osmosing. I don't care if he's not quite close. I don't think Mute runs out, does it? I think it's permanent, isn't it? See, he should be almost dead. 71, huh? Oh, 23,000. A little farther away than I thought. And then you Osmos too, just even though I don't really need it. I actually haven't checked if you can steal anything from him, honestly. Oh, interesting thing about him, if you brought a character with the Berserk Band, this guy has auto-image, so you can't hit him. Oh, also, he's the third... Okay, I want to start killing you with magic. Yeah, he's the third boss in the game that appears on the belt, and he is a good ability for Pinkie Pie, just like the other two bosses, because, well, not only does he have no elemental weaknesses, but he casts Holy, which is better than the other creatures that cast Holy, because they're all undead, but, you know, because he also has auto-image, Pinkie will get the image ability as well, which is nice. You know, it's a good something good to do in addition to casting Magic Urn, or using Magic Urn, I should say. So you should die momentarily. What is it? One more hit? 2 more hits? Yeah, I discovered that totally by accident. It's a major flaw in his design, it turns out. Even though it was actually a really good idea. Maybe if he threw, like, some non-elemental weapons, too, it would be a major threat. But, like this, not so much. I didn't even get hit by him! He has the Revenge spell, I think he did use that, try to use that earlier, right? But yeah, he has the Revenge spell, which would have done maximum damage, but, well, he was muted, so... Tracy learns Dispel, Twilight learns Cure 3, and we get a Royal Quill, which is totally useless now at this point in the game. And, well, not more importantly, but we also get a White Lance, which I already have, like, what, 2 or 3 of, so I don't care about that. Anyway, 2 dragons left, and I'm going to re-equip myself real quick and be right back.